Oh, Dreadnought! Yes!
Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome to Player Guides. I'm Hannah.
It could be welcome back. You don't know. I'm Cameron.
I'm Nate.
And I'm Bardock.
And I am playing Pokemon Sword, and I have a mystery gift.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right. So
go ahead and select them.
So, Mr. Gift Hannah is essentially
a
free
meteor
little
in the shape of a
updates.
box.
Yeah.
Free stuff.
Yeah, Nintendo's sending out free stuff for you to keep playing the game.
Oh, cool.
Heavy ball, moon ball, dream ball. These are
These are the balls you normally only get one of per game, but now you'll have two.
And then this
Okay.
hidden ability, Mr. Mime. We don't have a Mr. Mime.
No,
I
we
have a
don't.
Mr. Mime.
And the interesting thing is, Mr. Mime you've seen before in the game.
Yeah, I
Does this look
This
like
is so
Mr.
much
Mime
worse.
to you?
hate this.
Yeah,
this is so much worse.
So this
Oh.
is Galarian Mr. Mime.
I don't care for him.
Yep.
And now instead of just being psychic, he is ice psychic.
The only thing I appreciate is that he tap dances.
He tap dances. Sweet.
Okay.
So we got some mystery gifts. We can go back
so
out of the
nightmares
menu.
aside, yeah, let's go
Yeah.
be the best that's ever was, or whatever the lyrics are.
And then
Cool.
right when we left off last time, we said we were going to check out this building.
Yep.
So let's take a look
Right.
and see what's
that's what we were
inside.
doing.
I'm gonna talk to this girl first.
What up, chick? Oh, it's a Pokemon nursery. Okay. So this is...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's the same thing as a daycare. Or they don't really do daycares anymore, right? Gen 7 didn't have a daycare either. It just
Yeah.
had a nursery.
Oh, it's Pokemon ball design, but it's egg shaped. That's
Yeah.
clever. Really branding it out there, aren't they?
So we could try and leave Pokemon with her, and if there's anything you want to try and breed, maybe not from the party, but from our box.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Oh, you don't have a Ditto yet.
We don't. But you got 2 Eevees, so you could just stack up and get all the Eevee eggs.
Is
Oh,
one
yeah.
female?
Yeah.
Even Steven is male, and yeah, I think we got a male and a female. Oh no.
They're both male.
Dang.
Uh-oh.
Oh well.
If there's anything you want to leave, you can. Otherwise, we can, because they won't level up, right, Bardock? Not here.
No, they don't level up anymore.
Do we have a female of anything?
Oh.
Yeah, you got a couple ladies.
Minchino? We could leave Minchino here.
Sure.
Unless you're trying to breed something, there's no real point in leaving something here.
That's true. Unless you're trying to either do get a certain hidden ability or breed for stats or something.
Oh. No,
You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, Eevee's a good one, but since we don't have a female.
Yeah.
And yeah, have a look inside.
Oh, what is that little guy on the right? What is that thing? It's like a little ghost dragon?
Oh, is that the poison electric guy?
Toxel.
It's a Toxel.
Yeah.
That sounds like it's a poison electric guy.
I mean, that's
Oh.
a combination you don't usually see.
Oh,
Da, da,
we
da,
got
da.
him. Cool.
You received a Toxel?
Sweet. Free Pokemon.
Oh, he looks
So
so
many-
grumpy.
So many people ignored this place.
why do I exist?
It's either or.
What?
There's no set gender.
No, well, no. What that information is telling you is that it can be male or female. It's not telling you about this particular one.
Oh,
Yes.
I follow. He's so grumpy.
So there, see
It's a
there,
female.
yeah.
Okay.
She's grumpy. Aubrey Plaza?
Ooh, Aubrey would be good, yeah.
Aubrey.
What were you saying, Bardock? People ignore Toxel. Is it not a good Pokemon?
No, people ignore this building and never end up picking up the Toxel.
Oh, gotcha. Is this... I assume this is not the only way you can get it. It's just a way you can get one early. I think we should keep it in the party. It looks awesome. And it is like everything else we have is single type coverage. This one's dual.
We need a Pokemon to swap out.
Well, he's electric and poison.
Yeah, so we could kill Ollie. Or we know the next gym is water type, we're pretty sure, so it might be worth it having him in the party, replacing like Foxy for now. It's up to you. Then we have 3 super effective Pokemon against the next gym leader.
Okay. We came from this way, didn't we?
Don't
Yeah.
fight that Wobbuffet, for the love of God.
I don't remember which way we came.
I think we did.
Okay, go right then.
Yeah.
I thought we came from the south.
Well, you did, but you also went from the what's that? The west.
Here we go.
To...
Hey, he's socially distancing.
Exposition!
You got this one,
Okay.
Bardock?
Oh yeah. Oi, just hand over that bike already. We need it to cross this long bridge. We're gonna use that bike to chase around gym challengers. It'll be a scream.
How barbaric. It wouldn't work anyway. You don't even have a Rotom with you. Hey, young gym challenger, they're trying to steal my bike.
And they're not keeping 6 feet away.
Please, if you could give them a good thrashing, I would be in your debt. Where is
No
this
face
bike?
mask, no nothing.
Yeah.
Oi, we're not trying to steal the bike, only borrow it. We're gonna use it to chase after gym challengers, make them all tired. But I'm thinking you deserve a special shout out. I'm gonna crush you in battle.
These guys are just like more innocent versions of Team Rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like
We're not gonna steal your Pokemon. We're just gonna poke you in the back of the head and run away, giggling.
yeah, they're like their antics are not as funny as Team Skull was.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, we got 2 Nuzzles. Yeah, go ahead. Let's use a Nuzzle.
I'd be curious what acid is also.
Acid lowers special defense.
It is a substance with a pH value of less than 7.
Unfortunately, he lowered your special attack, so acid is gonna do even less damage than it normally would.
Oh, do we just want to swap now that it's
Swap.
paralyzed?
Yeah, fighting would be better.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we have type coverage for Dark.
Yeah.
Nah.
Does Drillbird have a fighting move? No.
But it
Uh-oh.
is Drill Run, which is very strong.
It's
Yeah.
a stab.
So how does the competition? How does the like online competition work? You play as many games as you want, or you have scheduled times where you can play a game against someone else?
It runs for the weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you can do 15 battles per day at any point in the day.
Oh, interesting. And then
Or I
guess-
think you can do all
oh,
45.
look at this guy.
That's what Nickit evolves into.
Yeah.
Y-
Evil.
Yeah,
I like
unfortunately,
it.
it's not a very cool looking Pokemon in my opinion.
I like the overall silhouette.
I like the little mustache. I love it.
Well, what was it? I was watching a couple of Pokemon videos, and there are slight, subtle differences between male and female Pokemon, but it have been for a long time, and there's a
Yeah.
lot more than you think.
Yeah, you
In Gen 4, they went ham on that. They
Yeah.
did tons of gender differences, but then after that, they just kind of stopped.
That's a shame, because you think, yeah, Thievul would be ideal for, like, give the female version a ponytail or something instead of a mustache.
Although we have yet to meet any kind of leader.
You're too strong. If you stay in the gym challenge, you're going to cause problems for Our Lady.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, right, they're fanboys of, Marley?
Yeah.
Marley?
You haven't seen The Last of Us. We're going to make sure you stay out of Our Lady's way.
Although I don't know if she's like a leader, if she's not just like the topic of worship or something.
Yeah, I think it's the second one, because we talked to her, and she was, like, apologizing for them.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at your little bicycle outfit.
Aww.
You're ready to take on the... Oh,
Always just for the occasion.
push her off the edge.
Down below us is the wild area.
Yeah,
okay.
this bridge we saw, I think, in the background of our battles down below. And we weren't sure what it was. Oh, look at that. That's kind of a cool view.
that is
That's a
really
great
cool.
shot.
City off in the distance.
Oh, that's a city?
Yeah.
So, I thought it was like some weird castle. I couldn't tell what the like.
It's
A bit of both.
Huh.
stadium.
Hammerlocke.
The
Cool,
capital
cool.
city in my little country, like, there's a gigantic castle that takes up like a good 25% of the town.
That's pretty sweet. What is that below that area that we see now? That is also the wild area expands out to that area also.
Yeah.
Interesting. So it's bigger than I thought it was.
Battle time.
With Hop.
Okay.
Again.
There we go.
Hop, who we now have like 4 Pokemon that are super effective against his shit.
Mm-hmm. You still only got 3. Oh my god.
Yeah, Hop, you suck.
It
So-
won't evolve for a little bit of a while.
What is Acid's effect? Does it have a chance to poison or lower a stat or something?
I think it lowers special defense.
Okay.
Can
Aw,
do anyway.
a little temper
Oh,
tantrum.
good damage.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah, actually,
wreck that Wooloo.
keep going.
Yeah, you like Aubrey.
I do.
Now, are you gonna still love Aubrey when it's no longer as cute, but she's cooler?
Probably, because that happened with Heimlich.
Oh, that's true. Oh, I miss Heimlich.
I
Is
Heimlich's in this, yeah.
Vikavolt is in
Yeah.
this generation?
Yeah, I
Yeah, it
was
is.
thinking about it. I think every Pokemon that you had on your team is in this game.
Oh, that's sweet.
Fantastic.
So if
I
you wanted
think.
to, at some point when we beat the game, we could pull the team out. Ooh! That's Sobble's evolved form?
Yeah.
Yep.
Drizzle.
Oh, now you can't switch though, can you?
Oh yeah, no, you can't switch now.
That's fine.
Huh.
Maybe that's not as fine as I thought.
Try acid. That did more damage
Hop,
last time.
what don't you understand about typing? Like, every time we use a super effective move, he's impressed by it.
I wish he'd tell you about stab, because most people don't know about stab.
Yeah, I always tend to forget about it. That's why I always mention it when we talk about it. I was like, oh yeah, I have to remind myself. That's the thing.
Yeah. Oh, no, you want to use the other one.
Say, it's so much better.
Branch Poke is the weak one of the two.
Not that it matters.
Never mind.
It did the trick.
Yeah, you're good. It's pretty.
Ah,
So now that Drizzle is dead, can we switch out?
Against a bird, probably a good idea, but a double hit should do good damage.
The sequel series to Watchmen I actually like a lot. I think they weren't beholden to...
Oh, Funky Monkey.
Yeah, so flying is super effective against grass.
Yeah.
so speaking of superhero series to watch, I finished up watching The Boys the other day.
Oh yeah!
Holy crap, that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's so good.
Yeah, The Boys is fucked up, but awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So
They released a Justice League movie the other day, like an animated one, and it was Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, and it was incredibly violent.
I'm not surprised if it's Justice League Dark for sure.
I'm not super familiar with the storyline, but DC in general makes good animated movies.
No, they do.
And then what is it? Justice League's gonna get a Zack Snyder cut or something coming out
I've
soon.
been wondering what on earth that actually means.
Yeah,
Like,
I
are
don't
they
get it
just
either.
Recutting the film that was
No,
already
they're-
released.
it
Like
sounds
they
like
can't
they're
recut it
do-
that much.
It sounds like they're doing a lot more than that because they said they're spending like $30 million on it. So like, I mean, I don't care. I'm not gonna watch it because I don't want to pay to watch it. But
I have yet to watch the original cut.
yeah, it sounds like. So what people called the Zack Snyder cut, which was this idea that there was a
Good
nearly
move, Anna.
finished movie that was ready to be released that WB just didn't release, doesn't exist. That part doesn't exist. Instead of Branch Poke, maybe.
No, or Screech,
I'd say Screech. I get rid of Screech.
Okay.
if you want.
Instead, I think Zack Snyder was able to negotiate and say, give me this much money and I'll take the movie that we have and I'll shoot new stuff and edit it and come out with and it sounds like it's 4 hours long, which makes me definitely not want to watch it, but whatever.
See, my understanding was that what you guys are calling the original cut is Zack Snyder's cut is the original cut, quote unquote.
Yes, but it was never finished because he left the movie when his daughter passed away.
Oh, damn.
So he got I think he got 75% through. He had to leave the project, and then Joss Whedon came in and saw that it was a Zack Snyder trash film and tried his best to save it. Oh wait, get that fucker. Did that
Whistle.
freeze for a second?
Something.
Then the Snyder fans didn't like the new Justice League, the version that Joss Whedon did, and since 75% of it was Zack Snyder's film, nobody else liked it either.
Was that Joss Whedon?
Yeah, I think he was brought in to finish up the movie.
So no one was satisfied. Everything sucks. The movie sucks.
Yeah,
Which is unusual because
Ollie
Joss
has a
Whedon
fire
is
type
usually pretty good.
yeah, but it's he could only do so much. Zack Snyder had this script
Fever
and-
dream of a movie.
Yeah. So I'm sure he made it better, but it's how much better could it have
Polish
gotten?
that turd, man.
Yeah. And then the other thing is tonally it's gonna feel disjointed because you have grim dark Snyder bits and fun Whedon bits, and those probably don't mesh together super well. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Clutch!
Ollie for the
And now you're faster,
But now I'll die.
but you will go down, yeah. Oh, you're not faster anymore.
Can't wait for him to evolve again.
But yeah, the DC live action movies I just never
The only
felt
one-
strongly about.
The only one I liked was Wonder Woman that I've
Agreed.
that
Wonder
we
Woman was
watched
good.
that I've genuinely enjoyed.
I thought Wonder Woman was fine, but I really didn't like the ending.
I didn't care for the ending, but I loved the movie overall.
The ending was fine.
So in my mind, this whole if you're gonna use Power Trip, use Hone Claws first. Otherwise, just use Pluck.
Dude, fuck.
In my mind, this Wonder Woman had this this theme of she's lived this life with a certain black and white viewpoint, and she goes out in the world, and every time she goes out in the world, she realizes how fucked things are and how morally gray the world is, and that people can be terrible without gods influencing them. And then the end, it's oh no, the actual villain is a mustache twirler, and she beats his face in. I was expecting, I forget her boyfriend's name. I keep wanting to call him Steve Rogers, but that's not right.
But I think his name was Steve.
Yeah.
Okay, so Steve, when he sacrifices himself, I thought that was good. And then the ending should have been Wonder Woman vowing to keep up the fight against tyranny in all its forms, rather than. But right, they had to have a big punch out because it's a superhero movie.
Well, I think that, and I mean, Hades is actually a villain in Wonder Woman comics.
Ares.
Ares, that's what it is. Yeah. Jeez, what did I say? Hades. Well, it's just because I think I said Hades because he looks like a Hades more than an Ares.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did not.
It's fucking it was just so weird to me. I didn't appreciate his get up.
I liked it. I liked how he was a simple cripple guy, and yeah, it turns out he was proper influencing war.
Yeah.
So I am curious about the
know.
sequel. That comes out this year, right?
Well, it was supposed to.
I think so.
I don't
The
think it
80s
is
one?
anymore. Yeah, but I don't think. I think they're postponing it to 2021.
We might want to take a second and heal everyone up. What were you saying, Nate?
I think I was gonna say when it comes to movies, it really depends on who's making any given movie. Disney is doing the thing where they just release it directly to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But then other people are, pushing it back, or
It's a bit funny with the streaming services because eventually everyone's going to have their own streaming service, and then someone's going to package these streaming services,
Yeah.
and then we're basically back to cable.
exactly.
Yeah, well, that's where like we've got Netflix and we share a Hulu account with someone else, but we're not buying any other services.
Well, I think Disney wouldn't be doing the streaming things without COVID. Like I think certain movies they're putting to streaming that they
Oh, I didn't realize our Pokeball. We got like a fancy Pokeball.
that they knew wouldn't really make a lot of money. So like the live action Lady and the Tramp, they didn't market that well enough to do awesome in theaters.
Did that come out?
So it came direct to streaming.
Oh.
But like Mulan, that they were really hoping for theater release, and then fucking COVID happened. So I think Mulan is now on streaming, their live action.
So what I read a really interesting article the other day about, I don't know if you guys have heard about Trolls 2.
I know that it's a thing.
So the Trolls 2 was supposed to come out in theaters. It was supposed to come out like the week after like places started locking down, or 2 weeks after places started locking down. Mm-hmm. And instead they said, like, okay, theaters are shutting down, we're just going to release it online. And it's made like a ton of money. I don't want to quote a number because I don't remember off the top of my head, but like industry analysts are saying that Trolls 2 is going to be one of the most important films in film history because of what it means for the film industry, that it's like they think it's the death of the theater, the movie theater.
Oh, yeah, I can see that happening.
Because like it's allowed production companies and distributors to realize that they don't need movie theaters to make money.
But at the same time, though, with that Trolls movie, you have to also understand that like families were suddenly all at home. So here was a movie that the family could watch that they knew was safe and keep their kids entertained
and distracted and out of their hair.
Yeah, and spend a little less money because they're paying for just the streaming. You know what I mean?
But
that's
the point.
So...
Like that's the point. I think movie companies are realizing that like a family, let's say of 5, right, parents and 3 kids or whatever, like they might rather stream a film at home with the kids than try and get them all in the car, take them to the movie theater, have to wrestle them in their seats.
Well, now you're just arguing the value of spectacle. Like,
but then
how much would you want to do that? How much do you prefer going to a theater and seeing it and feeling immersed in the movie?
How much are you willing to pay? Because, right, like, so kids' tickets are, say it's a family of 5, they have 3 children and 2 parents. So 3 children, and that's what, $7 for a kid's ticket, give or take. So 7 times 3, that's $21 for the tickets, not including taxes.
51 count the parents.
51 if you count the parents, plus snacks, which is probably like another
$20.
Yeah.
So you're already at $70.
So then you can just buy this, like,
whereas you could
stream
buy
the film
like
for $20 or something.
$13 for a
I never buy anything at the cinema, like food or anything.
Yeah,
yeah.
I try and I used to be super good about sneaking in food and stuff, but
definitely.
Hannah is a
guilted you.
Yeah, she loves her movie theater popcorn and candies.
Mm-hmm.
The candy's the joke because it's the exact same candy as stuff that's
I
like
go
in
more
the
for
shop
the
next door.
Yeah,
But the popcorn,
I go more. I wasn't paying attention to who she sent out.
You can press back.
You can always press back. You know, it's not a...
Hannah, I think, forgets that the back button. It's poison fighting. Ground, Drillbert,
or rooks.
Rooks.
Yeah.
Is what I was gonna do.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I don't go for the candy as much as I go for the popcorn at the movie theater.
And she loves her giant Coca-Cola.
And that too, yeah.
Which I'm sure is even more giant than what's available here.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, we are a land of excess, unfortunately.
Have you?
I remember there was like extra large fries in America in McDonald's. That was great. I love fries.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever watch? Did Parks and Recreation make its way over to the UK?
Oh yeah, that's very popular here, but
Okay.
I've never really paid much attention
So
to it.
there's this great joke they do. Crush Claw, interesting. 75 power.
Could be better than Sandstorm or Rapid Spin.
I like Sandstorm. It's up to you, Hannah. Like, I don't see you having to deal with, in the single player, I don't see you having to deal with entry hazards a ton. So there's this joke in Parks and Rec where they're talking about soda sizes with, like, the parks department of this town wants to ban certain size sodas from being sold in the park to encourage, like, healthy behavior. And they're going through the different sizes with the soda company, and she's like, this is a child size and it's 128 ounces, which is like a gallon.
I forgot about that
And she's
episode.
like, on what planet is this a child size? And the representative of the company is like, well, you see, it's what the size of a typical 2-year-old would be if you liquefied them and put them in the cup. Oh, Dreadnought! Yes! Look at how cool Narwhal. This is why you can't name him Narwhal. Because look at this guy. That's not a Narwhal. That's a Bowser.
Not a Bowser. There's only one Bowser.
Sweet. Do we actually want to save and call this an episode?
Yep, we can do that.
Yep.
It's fine with me. Let's do it.
Or actually, I guess we didn't really say goodbye. Let's go a little further and have like one more fight or something.
No, there's
Okay.
no more fights now.
Oh, okay.
Ever. No fights left in the entire world.
Read that sign real
peace.
quick. Oh, God, it's useless. All right, bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for playing.
Thanks.